All right, guys, welcome back to Jerk Block Talk, the show all about making better coaches. I'm Jason Fernandez. We are here at CrossFit Rife. It is the 6 p.m. class today, and today I kind of want to continue talking about the warm-up and kind of managing your timeline. Especially for new coaches, this is one of those scenarios where we see people kind of like dig themselves a really, really big hole before they even get into the workout. So let's take a look at the workout for today real quick. So Chewbacca, this is kind of a benchmark WOD here at the gym, and what we have is a 1,000-meter row, wall balls, box jumps, ring push-ups, kettlebell swings, med balls, and then bookend with another 1,000-meter row. Now let's take a look at that. So we have 6 movements here, 7 if we count the last 1,000-meter row. If we were to spend 2 minutes, which would be a pretty short amount of time on those 6 movements, we're already at 12 minutes. That's before we lay out the classroom and we talk about any classroom logistics. Now take that into account with the fact that this is pretty much on average probably a 23-minute workout. So just going over 6 movements and just the workout, we're already pushing the 35-minute mark, okay? So here's what I want you to think about. In order to not look like a complete asshat when you set this up, here's what you need to do. In workouts like today, first thing you do, brief the workout, and then immediately set the floor. So right now it's 6:13. Jessica's running the 6 p.m. class. At about 10 minutes after, the entire floor was already set. So all she has to do is basically use the movements now in order to go over the workout. So now that the floor is set, she has a full 15 minutes, probably even 20 minutes at that point to spend on the movements. Again, one of the huge mistakes that people make when they have kind of these workouts that have a lot of movements in, that have a lot of moving parts, get a little complicated logistically, is they wait too long to set the floor. They do a bunch of dynamic drills and then they start to set the floor, and all of a sudden it's 35 minutes after, it's a 25-minute workout, and now you've screwed your timeline and you've screwed the next coach that's coming in for the class after you. So now that she's got the floor set, she's done a really good job here. What she can do is she can spend, at this point, probably 3 to 4 minutes on each movement, and we're going to use those movements as the warm-up. We can use them, we can use partial kettlebell swings, we can use step-ups into box jumps going into that movement. Okay, so you give yourself ample time to get warmed up, and the other thing you get to do here is when you lay the floor out, as you go through the movements and use them as the warm-up, you get to double check yourself to make sure that the flow of the class works. And if it doesn't, you realize it doesn't, just change the layout of the floor so that it doesn't turn into a logistical nightmare. Okay, so lots of stuff going on in the class. If you have lots of movements, if one of the chippers like that, first thing you do right out of the gate, set the floor and then use the movements as your warm-up. Okay, if you have any questions, guys, please put them in the comments. All right, we can't create this content unless you tell us what it is that you want to see. Put those comments in the comment section, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and like us on Facebook. All right, thanks. We'll talk to you next time.